Oh man, the holy kazoo.
Harmon Warhol Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Harmon Warhol bringing you the Harmon Warhol Show, and I have a special guest. It is my honor, it is my duty to bring you the general of rebel activity, the motherfucker who's holding it down, bringing you all the beats and all the great sounds. Motherfucking Yuck Nasty, bro. Yeah, bro. I wish we had to do this shit live. I had a good energy on that one. That was awesome. But you bring that out of me, bro. And that's why I'm glad I'm on the rebel activity. I've been waiting to do this for a minute, you know, strategically, but this nigga just hit me up out of nowhere to do it today, so I'm super excited, you know what I mean?
Fuck up their strategy.
Yeah, nigga, so I like that, and I'm proud and honored to bring this shit. Cheers that shit. We got the Corona, the Stella. This nigga's fucking grilling out here for his family, you know what I mean? Like a real man.
I didn't bring my art pieces.
Oh, you want to do that shit? We can pause it. We can put that. So Yuck Nasty is a general, man, and honestly, I'm just super proud, super happy to bring this interview to you guys. Definitely an inspiration, and I want to see, you know, about his life and promote it out there. So Yuck, let me know about like growing up in Stockton and like where you from, where this shit started, and like who are you?
I'm just another motherfucker, you know. Man, this is so weird. Turns out this is pretty awkward.
Okay, so bro, you grew up, bro. You know how we met each other, bro. You know we were back in the back. Tell me about those times and like what those did, just your life. You know what I mean? Just growing up as, you know.
Pretty much just an awkward kid. Skating, metal, doing that kind of shit, and then doing a lot of bad shit with the dialect and Doji, the champ.
And you guys were like just like in a skate crew and shit and everything.
Yeah, you know yeah, lots of bad shit, and then you know, start rapping, and that's how I kind of got into music, was rapping, because when you can't play an instrument, you rap.
Yeah,
and everyone was doing it at the time, so that's what we did. We rapped and shit, and you know, I think that fueled a big lifestyle thing for everything that's rebel activity now, because none of us wanted to be the kind of rappers that rapped about shit they weren't doing. So like we threw ourselves into situations we didn't really need to be in, but so we could rap about later on.
Yeah.
I know I did a lot of shit because I wanted to be like that motherfucker, you know.
Yeah, and like when people say things like I was like, even though I was older and bigger than this nigga, I thought this nigga was crazy, bro. I felt like, you know what I mean? I didn't ever think I could be friends with him. And like we just, you know, certain paths just crossed and everything, and it was crazy because we're still not the same type of person or anything like that. And we not argue, but we don't agree with a lot of the things, you know, but we definitely give each other perspective on like other people's thoughts.
That's what's important, you know. Don't surround yourself with people that are fucking just agree with you all the time. I like characters. I like people who are just about their shit. Yeah. Fucking like people who are real flip-flop, indecisive, don't know who they are. That shit's annoying to be around, and so that's why we kick it. Be loud as hell.
So yeah, as far as like I've been knowing you, you know, we've always liked rap and hip hop and doing that shit. And then like as we just grew up, we just all took it seriously. Even when we left and came back, you know, you lived different places, New Orleans, Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like those shit. I'm guessing those things in life only change you in life, but also like music aspect too. You know what I mean? I would think so. Just, you know, looking at perspective. No, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It fucking made me realize that I don't like anywhere else.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
You know, I'm a Stockton motherfucker through and through. Born and raised in this shit. Fucking came out of St. Joseph's with my dick in my hand in a 40. It's a true story. I was a whopping like 21-pound fucking baby. Had a fucking bullet clip around my diaper. That's how I fucking do, man.
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
Now, Stockton's the biggest influence for me, but obviously the Stockton part that I live, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not out here repping it for like whatever everybody else's shit is. I know my people and my experiences here, and that's what I fucking like to represent, you know?
That's what's up.
That's kind of Stockton as is, you know? We're just fucking got your side and your crew, and that's how I fuck with. That's all I fuck with, yeah.
And then so talk about, and you definitely did that on the album that you just dropped, Calamity. You know what I'm saying? And that album, cheers again, bro. I think you did that shit there. Like I think you did. It's a great capsule of like who and what Yuck Nasty is doing at the time and moment and shifted. So like, how's that album different from all the other stuff you released or put out in public, or even just like from when you started coming at music from, you know, to what it is now, you know?
I think it's just all came full circle because, like I said, did a lot of hip hop to start with, then went to school and got my degree for audio engineering, and that shit made me want to do beats and fucking listen to electronic music at the same time. That's when I fell in love with that shit, because the mixing and engineering and then the producing of electronic music go all real hand in hand. It's like a lot of nerd shit, a lot of getting in the program and working with the stuff that I really like doing. And rapping at the time to me was just hella annoying, hella Dear Diary bullshit, or like really whack bars. Like everything was punchlines. And then to top it off at the same time, like, you know, the realer you try to be, the more you kind of understand. It's like, dude, rappers talk all this shit like they're whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, but you know what rappers do all the time is they fucking talk. And they talk and they talk, and they always want to talk about themselves. They always want to tell all their stories. And I was like, man, you know, real soldiers don't talk. And so that's why I stopped rapping for a long time.
Yeah.
And just started making beats and expressing myself through that, because it's important. That's how I express myself, is through the beats and shit. But this one came back around, had more fun with it. Wasn't really stressed about being like the best lyricist or anything. Dialect has come through and really been like he's a rapper.
Yeah,
he's a rapper's rapper.
He's a rapper's rapper.
He's lyrical as fuck. He has hella flow and shit. And so like I felt like, well, as long as that's represented on the team well, I can kind of have more freedom to do the shit I want to do. Yeah, the production I want to do, the raps I want to do. I don't, you know, it's just that shit kind of inspired me, because if I hear a good verse, I'm definitely like, ooh, I want to fucking rap now.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm still top motherfucking dog.
Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, you definitely would be the motherfucking, I don't know, yeah, like if I was, okay, so you say you top dog, bro. If you would be top dog. If we were TDE, you would be top dog, bro.
Yeah, I'd be top.
You know
yeah. Well, the thing is rapping too is like, I fucking felt like
I'm Schoolboy
in
King,
town I fucking didn't really get like as much recognition, I guess, but as we were coming up, I was freestyling everywhere. Yeah. Every party we went to,
still freestyling though.
Yeah, battling fools and shit, and going in on everybody, and like, I'm sure everybody has a story if they've ever partied with me of me fucking acting a fool and rapping.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of came around full circle with Calamity, and it was fun to do that shit again. But it's really like, that's the only one I'm really feeling it. Really feeling it. I won't rap on it.
But that's what's so good, because then when I hear you rapping, it sounds good, because you're feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I rap even when I'm not feeling it, just to test myself. Do
yeah,
some
exactly.
Shit.
That's your guys' outlet. You know.
Yeah, that's my outlet.
That's
just
how you guys
feeling
do.
sad, bad, happy, laugh, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I'm rapping, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then freestyling all the time, practicing. But like with you, you know what I mean? When you came with those beats and shit, when I heard them in the beginning process into what you formed them as, that project, with you rapping at the beginning, and then it going into the dubstep and the production, showing you all the like, hey, you know, it makes you realize like he produced this whole album. You know what I mean? He did
everything, all the promos and shit.
Album, bro.
So I'm a nerd's nerd, man.
Yeah, and there was a song with not even on there with Atrium. You know what I mean, Toby, and then like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to show you, like, hey, bro, I was able to get this out of him. It's, you know what I mean? I don't need to be even talking on this thing, because I did everything else. You know what I mean?
And that's
You're never going to hear, I'm not going to put out
now.
a track of just, unless I start making beats or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just shows you, like, when you listen to that project, understand it's a project and it's like a timepiece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just fun, too, because I was making that during What I Will and fucking Three Thieves and the beats for your project. And so I was, like, just kind of doing my own thing on the side.
And that's what people also need. I'm going to bring that up, too. Like, this dude's doing so much work, in not even just in rap, but just in fucking his regular life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, with more responsibilities and stuff like that. And just being a real man.
No excuses.
Yeah, being a real man. He's out here grilling, bro. We doing this. Why? Is your meat good, bro, by the way?
Yeah, no, I probably should flip it.
Do you want to check it?
Yeah, let me flip my tri-tip real quick. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, so while you're flipping your shit, Yuck, bro, I just want to say, like, thank you so much, man, like, for, like, keep doing it, you know what I mean, like, and keep bringing that energy, like, it's not even, like, the same thing, like, our relationship with music is almost the same, like, with just our relationship in general, just because there's times, like, you know what I mean, like you even can say, you let me know, you call me or you text me, you let me know, like, hey bro, I'm here, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to, but and that's not, sometimes it's not even your character to, but you do it because you gotta, you know what I mean?
It's the team, you know.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? You
I'm
let me know, like, nigga,
people
you my
put trust
nigga,
in
you know what I'm
you
saying?
you gotta put
It means a lot to
trust
me.
in them,
It
and
means
especially
a lot.
with how we're doing with Rebel Activity right now, like, you know, you guys put trust in my vision, so I have to make sure that it comes through. Like, I'm like, all right, you do your job, everything else will, you know, fall into place. And so, like, you got to make sure you come through and do it. But I'm a nerd's nerd. I fucking really enjoy doing that shit. I like doing the videos, the animations, the music.
And
I like doing that
and that's
shit.
another thing
yeah.
we should bring up too, is like the animations and everything that you're doing on your page. You know what I mean? Over at
Yeah, I
Yuck
know,
Nasty,
man.
so
See, that's that shit. Everyone talks about how they, oh, if I did this, like, okay, I went to school for audio engineering, so I definitely have a hand up on, I think, a lot of people with mixing and engineering, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, some people are like, oh, you went to school for that. Well, it's like, I didn't go to school for none of the other programs or nothing else. Everything else is self-taught. And so it's like, man, when people don't know how to do their shit, I'm like, that's just because you're lazy.
Yeah.
You don't have what it takes to learn and grind, and everything's a grind. It's not even like I'm smarter than anybody else. I just watch more YouTube tutorials, you know, and I sit there every fucking night. Like, I fucking from 11 to 2 in the morning, I'm working on that shit every single fucking night on something.
Yeah, I mean, you
10,000 hours.
And like that's what I'm saying, and that's why if you're in anything, like you're top dog, I'm like for us, you're the example. You know what I mean? I like that example for me in dialect in certain aspects because you push us and let us know. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, like do some of this. You know what I mean? As production, get better at production. You know, you made me even like better at recording. Look at like dialect, the way he records his
everything.
Like you know the little step that he had to like now how invested in their own self. You know what I mean?
He's definitely.
He stepped it up. Like,
he stepped his game up.
Like we all stepped each other up
in
so many other aspects, in like performing and practicing and stuff like that. And that's why it's so great to be Rebel Activity, because we're just like being with like-minded people, even though we're all friends doing our own thing. But now that we're all moving and like as one piece, it's pushing each other and not letting each other down. Like, yo, man, I can't be coming that fucking whack.
That's kind of the fun thing to do now for me. I think that's where my ambitions are. So for the, you know, for now is I want to produce artists.
Yeah.
The entire things, not just the music and the EP. I want to produce a whole artist, you know, get somebody who has the talent and the skill, or most importantly, the fucking like drive and work ethic to fucking get something done and make something happen. And I want to like take what I know and build artists, like complete, you know, things, and add it as another piece in Rebel Activity as the grand picture of things, you know, because it's not really just about the music anymore. It's just one thing. It's an overall, you know, vibe that we're creating and shit, you know, it's just artists helping artists, creatives just put A players all in the same room and see what happens. And if nothing happens, then that's cool too. Just make shit, don't have to put it out, doesn't have to be for something, it could just be because it's fun to do.
For sure. And then let's close it out with like what's up with like coming out here now, and then what are even like goals and things and ambitions for like, you know, even like a year or a couple years from now, or like, you know, what you have, like whether it's a solid thing that's gonna happen, or even like that's something that you're really striving towards in the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start working a lot more towards visual stuff and animations, getting better at DJing. We've got we won't talk too much on it. We got a hit project with him. We got Dialect still en route. You know, a couple other artists in the pipeline that got a lot of fucking music coming and everything that I'm working on. It's gonna be really tight. And otherwise, just take care of my family. Take care of my shit. Take care of my shit and push towards what I want.
Can we shout out? Give a shout, bro. Shout out A, shout out Enzo, shout out Mai, like, you know what I mean? Like, like.
That's my family. I got a family, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like a family man now.
Like definitely, you know.
I've been doing it for a long time. I got a family now. I'm just be chilling and making my beats. I don't want to fuck with no one else.
Bring that side out, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit, because it's like this, like that's what I respect so much about you. Ever since like knowing you, man, how you're just so loyal to you know your friends and family, but your friends are even just seem like family. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
they are.
Yeah,
you know, when you're kind of like a bastard nomad, like I was, like I've been spending the night at people's houses since I was in kindergarten. Like my friends are my family. You know, their families are my family. I know everything about them, and now I have my own family, and that's all that's important to me. I want to either be with my family, or with like five people that I hang out with at like 2 different houses, and if the focus is making music. Otherwise, I don't want to do that shit. I'd rather just be at home with my family. Been in too much trouble. I'm trying to just like not get, you know, I don't want to put myself in positions to fuck up. I'm trying to stay afloat, you know. Got a lot more people depending on me these days. So,
yeah, man.
But I'll still kill you.
Well, shit. I think we should end it off there, bro. So, thank you, lovers, listeners, and friends. Thank you, Yuck
I like
Nasty.
that, lovers and listeners and friends.
I probably stole it from someone who don't even know. I just want to do all L's, lovers, listeners, and friends. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Cheers and love y'all.
Say what's up. Say rebel activity, bro. You wanna know Enzo's rap? It goes, hey, what's up? What's happening? My name is Enzo and I'm back again. I'm a dragon man. I could drag a man to the edge of the world and kick him off the land. Cause I demand a titty. I command the city. You need to understand these other babies ain't fucking with me. Cause it's the ENZO. I make them fall in line like it's dominoes. And we don't need no gases or pucos. Cause you know what it is. I do it big. I be filling up diapers full of shit. Mug 'em.